This is Rap Son, worshiping the Most High God of Israel alone and carrying on the legacy and teachings of my dear father and our dear messenger, Rap the News. Shalom, family. Psalms 50 verse 3. Our God comes and will not be silent. A fire devours before him, and around him a tempest rages. Deuteronomy 32:22. For a fire is kindled in mine anger, and shall burn unto the lowest hell, and shall consume the earth with her increase, and set on fire the foundations of the mountains.
3 degrees. It can be the difference between snow and sleet, wearing a jacket or not. In your day-to-day life, it may not seem significant, but 3 degrees of global warming would be catastrophic.
Heat waves, droughts, extreme precipitation, even fire. 3 degrees of warming is really disastrous.
The scary thing is, the world is well on its way there. The Earth is warmed between 1.1 and 1.3 degrees Celsius. At 3 degrees, over a quarter of the world's population could endure extreme droughts.
অনেক কষ্ট হইতেছে দিনে যখন রোদ্র উঠে তখন অনেক কষ্ট আবার রাত্রেও অনেক গরম লাগে অনেক রাত্রেও ঘর ঠান্ডা হয় না তাপমাত্রাটা দিন দিন বাড়তি আছে মানে এখন কি আরো বাড়তেছে সামনের দিকে আরো বাড়বে এখনো থাকতে পারতেছি না সামনের দিকে কিভাবে থাকুম
Revelation 18 verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord God who judges her.
Smallholders with farms under 2 hectares produce around a third of the global food supply. Israel Ramirez Rivera is a smallholder in Guatemala. Here, climate change is making the dry seasons longer and more severe.
Digamos que esta es la mazorca más grande que pudo dar esta parcela.
He depends on his crops of corn and beans, but they're getting harder to grow.
Las montañas a nuestros alrededores no nos tenían casi alimentos nativos, cual ahora ya no hay, ¿verdad? Por el tema del cambio climático que viene afectando, ¿verdad? A raíz de todo eso, que ha venido a la desnutrición de los niños, se nos han muerto varios, a los cultivos más que todo, porque la canícula viene más a pegarnos más duros, entonces ahí se nos marchita y ahí ya no hay tales de que vamos a producir un alimento en abastecimiento, ¿verdad?
Revelation 16 verse 20. And every island fled away, and the mountains were not found.
The village of Toguru in Fiji is being swallowed by the sea.
You can see the graveyard there. It's all underwater now due to this rising sea level and climate change.
Barney Dunn, the village headman, has seen over half the village disappear. Relatives' houses have been abandoned and family graves are now underwater.
Revelation 16:19. And the great city was divided into 3 parts, and the cities of the nations fell. And great Babylon came in remembrance before God to give unto her the cup of the wine of the fierceness of his wrath. 16:19. Isn't that the year they claimed we were taken into slavery? Revelations 18:4. Then I heard another voice from heaven say, Come out of her, my people, so that you will not share in her sins, so that you will not receive any of her plagues. Jeremiah 51 verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Isaiah 40 verse 3. The voice of him that crieth in the wilderness, Prepare ye the way of the Lord, make straight in the desert a highway for our God.
In many ways, cities magnify, intensify climate events. Cities are hotter than the places around them. They tend to be more vulnerable to flooding, and you can get a really bad event in a city in a way that you can't in the countryside.
And because of their denser populations, disasters in a city affect far more people.
This is Rap Son.